These stitch patterns have one thing in common: no purling. Not a single purl stitch. Let me show you. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Carolina from Sewooly. Many knitters find that switching constantly between knit and purl stitches breaks their rhythm and makes even simple patterns feel more complicated than they really are. But there are beautiful stitch patterns you can knit without purling at all. In this video, I'll show you some of them. Let's start with an amazing one. This stitch is perfect if you're looking for something that looks identical on both sides and lays flat at the same time. It's a one row repeat pattern, so once you get started, you don't really have to think about it. This next one gives you a light, open texture. It looks delicate, but it's much easier than it seems. It's based on a 4-row repeat, but it's still very manageable and easy to memorize. Nothing complicated, I promise. If you've been curious about lace, this is a great place to start. Here we have something a bit more textured. This stitch uses 2 colors, which creates depth and contrast, but still without a single purl stitch. It's also a 4-row repeat, just 2 steps, so once you understand the sequence, it becomes pretty easy, and it's a great excuse to dig into your yarn stash. Now, this is a classic look ribbing, but worked in a way that avoids purling entirely. It's built on a 1-row repeat, so it's very easy to follow and doesn't require much attention once you get into it. It keeps that structured, slightly elastic feel, which makes it very useful for a lot of different projects. And again, it's identical on both sides and it doesn't curl. Here we have a classic of all times, the fisherman's rib, without purling. Yes, it creates a beautiful texture that looks much more complex than it is. It's also a 1-row repeat, which makes it surprisingly easy to knit and very relaxing. Perfect for scarves, hats, and anything you want to feel warm, comfortable. Another one that is identical on both sides and doesn't curl. Finally, we have this beauty, a super texture stitch, again a 1-row repeat, identical on both sides, and it lays perfectly flat. Ideal for scarves and many other projects. Now, these stitches are already on my blog for free and they are staying there, but many of you asked for a clean, printable version without ads or distractions, so I listened and I put together a guide with all 15 stitches without purling. Inside, you will find step-by-step written instructions, photos of both sides, and a quick reference table. And each stitch includes a QR code so you can jump back to the video tutorial anytime. If you'd like it, you will find the link in the description below. And if you want to keep exploring, I've put together a playlist with all the individual tutorials for these stitches. You'll find it linked right here. Okay, my little woolly, I hope you enjoy these stitches and most of all that you enjoy the process of knitting them. See you in the next video and happy knitting!